Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. What happened to Primal? Primal is a series that premiered all the way back on October 8th of the year 2019. It premiered the first half of its first season that year, with the second half of the first season premiering a year later on October 4th of the year 2020, then taking a 2-year hiatus between seasons 1 and 2, premiering on July 22nd of the year 2022 and concluding that fall. And we know that there's a third season of Primal coming, but it's been over 3 years since the second season concluded, and there's really little to no information out there on Primal Season 3, so what exactly is going on with this series? Slight spoilers ahead if you haven't seen Primal Season 2, but at the end of Primal Season 2, our human friend Spear, the caveman, gets killed. He dies, and we don't really know what form this third season is going to take. We don't know which character it's going to be following. Is it going to be following Spear and Mira's daughter? Is it going to be following a brand new character, or is it going to turn into somewhat of an anthology series where every single week we're following a different character within the Primal universe? Like we had that one episode in season 2, The Primal Theory, where we weren't following Fang and Spear. The episode was taking place in a more modern era. It wasn't in the world of cavemen and dinosaurs. It was in a much more modern setting. Is that what we're going to see in season 3? We really don't know, and the only piece of concrete information that we really have for season 3 is that apparently it's coming at some point in early 2026, which I just kind of scratch my head at the fact that this show has been on a 4-year hiatus at that point. It's going to be 4 years in, calendar years, not exactly 4 years to the date, but it's going to be 4 calendar years between the premiere of season 2 and the premiere of season 3. That's just unfathomable to me, and I understand that the industry today likes to take a lot more longer hiatus periods between seasons of a show. I mean, look at every show that's out there on Disney Plus. Like, look at the Star Wars shows. How many years has it been since Ahsoka season 1 premiere? What was it, 2023, and season 2 is coming out in 2026. Look at Mandalorian season 2 and season 3 had a large hiatus. Then now season 3 to the movies, another long hiatus period. That's just how modern TV unfortunately is. It's something that I am not a fan of. It's something I've been rather critical of through the years, because in my mind, I don't care what series you are, when you take that long of a hiatus period, you are going to lose people. You are going to lose fans of your show, just because people are going to move on with their lives and grab onto other series. They're going to watch other shows, and that's going to take the place of Primal in their minds. They're going to forget about this show Primal and move on to whatever else they're watching nowadays. The same thing can be said for any series. I don't care what show you are. This is something that is true. The example I always go back to is when you look at Rick and Morty, the hiatus between season 3 and season 4, there was a huge drop off in viewership between those two seasons. Yes, Rick and Morty is still a popular show, but it is nowhere near the popularity of where it was when season 3 came on the air. Yes, part of that is because there was a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. The creators aren't even involved with the show anymore. There's a lot going on there, but nevertheless, I do think that the hiatus also played a part in that. Now, when we look at Primal, I just scratch my head at why it's taking them this long to make this series. Like, yes, I know Gendy's a very busy man. Gendy's working on Primal. He worked on Unicorn Warriors Eternal. He was working on Heist Safari, that new series that's coming to Adult Swim at some point over the next few years, maybe. Hopefully, we don't have a concrete release window for that series, but I understand he's working on a lot. Obviously, he had that new movie Fix come out on Netflix. I don't know what happened to that Black Knight movie, but that was something he was also working on. So obviously Gendy is a very busy man, but I feel like 4 years is just kind of insane. It's going to be, realistically speaking, 3.5 years from when this second season premiered to the third season, but that's just insane. I've never heard of a show taking that long of a hiatus period, and the show was not canceled. It was being worked on the entire time. It's just that Cartoon Network has so much going on that Gendy is working on that they don't have the time for him to just sit there and get Primal out there. He's working on Unicorn Wars Eternal. He's working on Heist Safari. He's working on Fix for Sony, and it's on Netflix. Black Knight, if that is even still in the works. He was working on a Popeye movie at one point too. I understand Gendy's a busy man, but I just feel like at a given point, you just have to buckle down and just get this show out there. I know animation takes time. I want to be sensitive to that. I know it's not easy to do, but just for the legacy of this series, it's really hard. It's hard as a fan of the show to sit here and be like, wow, it's been 4 years since we saw season 2, and we still don't really know anything about season 3, or 3 years really. It's gonna be 4 years next year, but you get my point. It's like, I understand if, they give us updates here or there and be like, hey, production's going well, we're sorry it's taking so long. This is what this series is going to be about, but there's been no updates on this series. We don't know who the show is even following anymore. We know it's not Spear because he's dead. Is it gonna follow Fang and Mira and the kids, the baby dinosaurs, and whatever Mira and Spear's kid's name is? We don't know exactly, but is that who it's gonna be following? Or are we gonna be following a new cast cast of characters within the dinosaur and cavemen era? Are we going to be following a more modern setting like we saw with the Primal Theory? I would absolutely love that, because that is by far my favorite episode of the entire show, but it'd be nice to have some answers in that regard. Apparently there's going to be a panel at New York City Comic-Con later in the month of October about Primal Season 3. Maybe we'll get a first look at it. Maybe we'll get some questions answered as to when exactly this show is taking place. Who exactly are we following? I would have to imagine there's going to be some news regarding this series there, because if it's coming in early 2026, to me that's the first quarter of the year. Between January and March, you gotta eventually tell us something about this show. You just can't keep everything radio silent until the week before it premieres. I know Cartoon Network has a tendency to do that, but in this instance you can't, especially when we don't know what it's going to be about. If I had to guess what's happening at New York City Comic-Con, I'm guessing Gendy's going to be hosting the panel. I'm guessing he's just going to be talking about Season 3 and the production side of things and how everything's been progressing and all that. He'll probably reveal to us who this show is going to be following now, who's going to be our main focal point. It's going to be some sort of an anthology series, obviously, because we're not going to be following the same exact cast of characters, unless if they decide to follow the same characters but just excluding Spear since he's dead. Who knows, but it's most likely going to be an anthology series, I would imagine. And I'm thinking we're probably going to get a first look at it. I'm hoping to get a release date, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. I think we're definitely going to get who's it going to be following. I think we're definitely going to get a first look at it, whether that takes the form of just some images or a full-blown teaser trailer. I would hope for the latter, but we'll have to wait and see there. Ideally, I would like to get a release date for it, but I don't think that's happening. Hopefully there's more clarity surrounding the release date. Maybe we have, hey, it's going to come out in March or April or February or January. Maybe we get a narrower window as to when this series is coming. But for now, we're sitting here left in the dark, waiting to hear what's going to happen with Primal Season 3. But I think our questions around this series are going to be answered in the not too distant future. As for now, though, as of today, all we know is this series is coming in early 2026, and that's pretty much all we know about this show. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about the fact that Primal Season 3 ended over 3 years ago? It's going to be 4 calendar years from the time of Season 2 premieres to Season 3. Do you agree with me and think that that's absolutely ridiculous, or are you more understanding of the situation given that Gendy is very busy? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.